I was 13 when I started playing drums, but that was after about a year and a half of failing to learn how to play the guitar. So yeah, I got my first drum kit when I was 13 and just wanted to be Tommy Lee, and that was it for me. So I learned to spin sticks before I learned to play time.
I've always had a fondness of music anyway. My parents have always played music, whether it be Beatles, Eagles, Dire Straits. And I tried to learn guitar, but absolutely sucked at it. Probably didn't put enough effort in, and had the opportunity of playing with some mates at the last year of school. So I was about 18, and they needed a bass player. So picked it up, lucky enough, have reasonable rhythm. You sort of need that with bass. That's sort of what got me into it. A few mates playing a few covers.
I think I was about 14 when I started getting interested in the guitar. It kind of came from some friends of mine who had a band. They actually wanted a vocalist, and so I went along to the practice, couldn't get a word out, and so I came back the next day and decided I'm going to be a guitarist. Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened.
I would have been in my early teens, sort of, I think first year of college. It was a pretty sporty school I went to, and I did a couple of sports there for a while, but I found it kind of wasn't for me. Kept at it, but I did have a music teacher who encouraged me to try and sort of pick up an instrument, and I did. I ended up taking guitar for about a year in school with an external music teacher that they had. Absolutely hated it. Didn't feel like I learned anything. Got some lessons from some friends and a friend of a friend for about 6 months. Learned more in that time, but mostly was sort of self-taught. And I sort of got into it because I came from a family that was not necessarily musical in nature, but influenced me with a lot of music and a lot of different generations of music growing up.
What got me into music was the band Slipknot. I heard that and I was completely drawn to the drumming, and that was something that it was an urge. I was 20 years old, really late in my life, and I was like, I got to do this. That was it. And when I started playing Slipknot on drums, I was like, that was my goal. Got there. Artists I look at that shaped me from the age of about 10 onwards: Cypress Hill, The Prodigy, and Slipknot. And so if you amalgamate those sort of things together, it's kind of like you're getting me trying to emulate these three things lyrically. Some years ago I shifted from playing drums because I wanted to foresee a new sound, and a good friend of mine helped me do a single. I had to step up and do the vocals at that time as well, so I did the drums on the track and then started laying vocals and proved to myself that I could do vocals.